What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back with a video on the channel, and today we took it to our favorite steakhouse, my own kitchen. Where else would I go? I actually have 2 filet mignons and 2 ribeyes. I made one of each. Let me take you through the quick process of how I did it. If you don't know, I do actually have already a steak tutorial, but this was a bit different. Obviously, you have to let them get to room temperature and season them with the steak seasoning, which you're seeing on there right now. A little bit of olive oil into the cast iron skillet. Drop those down 2 minutes on each side, relatively thick cuts of meat. So I didn't want to go too crazy on the stove top, so I let them finish in the oven, get them up to about 120 degrees. Added a little bit of this garlic butter, a little bit of baste, which you can't see because I need both of my hands and I use my iPhone when I do cooking things. So you're not going to see that part, but I did baste it in the butter, and then I let them sit for 10 to 12, about 10 minutes or so. Internal temperature of 125, which is medium rare, which is how I like my steaks. And then I topped it with a little bit more of this garlic butter. I used it in my green beans the other day, and it was so fire, I had to add it to my steak. Next up, we got the mac and cheese. I showed this a couple of videos ago, but literally it is just adding a little bit of cheese sauce. I get so many inquiries about the cheese sauce, and if you're already here, you probably know what it is. I say this all the time, you can make a bechamel sauce. I don't, because I'm really lazy, so I tend to buy a milder cheese sauce. Like, you can get like Tostitos if you want to be weird. But I will just go to the cheese section and find decent cheese. There are 2 brands that I like specifically. There's one called Desert Pepper. They have a mild version. Tostitos actually has a smooth and cheesy dip, but I don't really like that one. You can do that, a little bit of almond milk. Sometimes I will add ricotta cheese or sour cream, believe it or not, kind of to give it that cream texture, and regular cheese, and I just let that bake off. In this case, I actually steamed it in my steamer. I didn't record it, I'm sorry. And we got some horseradish, garlic, sour cream, whipped potatoes. They're actually not instant, they're regular potatoes that I had, but I boiled them off. I don't know why I didn't film half of this stuff. I know people want the cooking videos, but it's hard for me when I start going to remember, okay, pick up your phone. You whip the potatoes up, you're adding sour cream when they're all done after they boiled, and then you just add your garlic, your pepper, your salt, your chives, and that's all it is. I'm so sorry. I know I'm trying. I really am, I promise. And of course, the green beans, I made these a couple of days ago, the exact same thing. Once I took the steaks off, I add a little bit more of that garlic butter, turn the heat back up, saute those over for like 5 minutes. That is the process. I'm so sorry that I didn't film half of this stuff, but I'm absent-minded when it comes to cooking. Like, I cook off a feel, so it's hard for me to film stuff. One day, I will get it down pat, but if you are digging the content and you want to see cooking videos, along with the mukbangs, drop a thumbs up, and maybe I'll... I'm gonna forget anyway, I'm so bad. Anyway, these steaks have been resting. You can see the garlic butter sitting on the top on each of these. They look really, really good. I'm so excited to try these because I love steak. I think I'm actually gonna start... My favorite kind of steak is actually ribeye, but I'm gonna start with the filet mignon. I don't know why. Just because it sits right in front of me, and I'm just ridiculously much of a heavy person. These are done medium rare, like I said, so you're gonna see there's going to be a very pink inside. So I apologize in general for people who eat their steak well done. First of all, I'm not gonna judge you, but what the heck are you doing? So here's a little bit of that garlic butter. This looks super soft. That's some good steak, man. Whoa. That's some good steak. Normally I get steak from like ShopRite, you know, so it's just like regular meat. You know, it's nothing special, but this, you can tell, is actually top quality. I really don't even need the knife because it cuts straight through, and it's cooked right on the money for how I want it. Nice pink inside, and this garlic butter is like the nectar of the gods. Check that. What are we saying? That's ridiculous. That's so good. I've eaten at a lot of steakhouses. I would put that right with... I'm sorry. I know that sounds super like a flex, but look, what do you want me to tell you? That's really good, man. All right, let's get into some of this mac and cheese. It's creamy, dreamy. I said this before, there's no fat. Well, little to no. There's about 5 grams of fat in this whole thing of mac and cheese. Which, of course, I made extra. Extra. Again, chickpea noodles, believe it or not. I like to get my vegetables in a very creative and fun way. So peep game. Oh, sheesh. There's a little mashed potatoes on this, but I don't care. Ooh. That's really good, man. Mashed potatoes. These kind of mashed potatoes I actually don't like to use gravy with. When you go to steakhouses and you get like mashed potatoes, a lot of times they don't serve them with gravy, at least the ones I've been to. So, horseradish. I love horseradish in my mashed. Sour cream, chives, garlic. What the? I don't know. I'm sorry. If you like horseradish, man, try adding some to your mashed potatoes. I love it. I used to take the horseradish. There was a place I used to eat in college, and I forgot the name of it. I think it was called the Brown Bottle, actually. This is in Iowa. I don't know if it's still there. But they used to serve prime rib. Obviously, prime rib horseradish is very popular. I should just dump it on my mashed all the time. That just takes me back, man. And these, I know these, I had these 2 days ago. You can see all the, like, love, the seasoning. You never cooked your mashed green beans in beef fat. I'm telling you. Stop. That's insane. That is insane. Your kids don't like vegetables, or you don't. Cook them in fat. I bet you'll eat them. One of the beauties of how I diet is that the fat in steak is accounted for. So cooking this in it doesn't change my caloric intake. Probably would if I took it out, but I mean, that's no fun, is it? Alright, let's try this. Let's try this ribeye too. Probably should have got a bigger plate. Somebody who eats on something that looks like a freaking serving dish, because it is a serving dish, probably shouldn't eat a bigger plate. But what do you want me to tell you? I don't know. I eat too much. Alright, check. I should have showed you guys the kit. It came with the butter, and it came with the steak seasoning. And the steak seasoning got so many peppercorns in it. I love peppercorns on my steak. It's so good. You know, I'm not a condiment on steak guy. I do know people who will put ketchup on their steak for even worse for me. Again, I am not judging you, but personally, you put A1 sauce on your steak, you need a better steak. Respectfully. I'm not saying you're wrong for how you eat it. Just my own opinion. My dad would throw something at me. And I wish I was being facetious, like he would literally throw something at me. So, I would never. Never. Oh, you hear that? Oh my goodness. If this same meal was at a steakhouse, it'd be double the calories. I did use butter for once too. I never ever used butter, but it came with it. Even accounting for that butter, there would be all kinds of butter in the mashed potatoes. There isn't. There would be all kinds of cream in the mac and cheese. There isn't. So, much less. The funny part is, this section of my plate, which is predominantly like all of it, is about, I forgot the exact, I had the numbers already because I already obviously tracked the calories, but I want to say it's about, I want to say about 1,000 calories. This is 2,000, just the steak. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You get steak sent to you, right? You're gonna eat it. Because I can't afford that. Wish I was kidding. Oh well. We're getting there now. Also, a couple of things I just want to check in. I'm gonna cut a couple of pieces of this way. I don't have to keep doing it. This is like so buttery and just cuts right through. That one has a bone in it, so I gotta be careful around, so it's taking me longer. Number one. I want to say thank you to everybody watching, everybody who subscribed. I'm not a person that really cares about milestones. Like, I just like making videos and vibing. But there was a bunch of comments in yesterday's video, you know, congratulating 14,000 subscribers, which I remember hitting 5 like a little, like I think that was like maybe a couple of months ago, and being like, wow, that's really cool. You know, I'm never really one for that, but you guys seem to look at the sub count more than I do. But with that being said, it's not weighed upon me like, thank you very much. You know, this has been a very short journey so far. So to think that there's like people that watch and care about me just sitting in front of a camera talking about food 97% of the time, and too much 97% of the time. Real talk, thank you. I'm not gonna do anything for like that kind of milestone. I feel like that would drive me nuts anyway if I was looking at numbers to like try to make videos for it. But I did promise when I did the 1 chip challenge, I did that at 10,000 subscribers. I will do the Death Nut challenge at 20, which is what I said then. I will stick to that. I am not looking forward to it, but I'm still gonna do it. I am not the biggest fan of spicy challenges. I know that they're entertaining, and I know that people like watching me hurt. But at the same time, I'm competitive, so it's always nice to do a new challenge. But I'm gonna milk that for as long as I possibly could, because I'm scared. I don't like that. Nah. The 1 chip challenge was really hot. It was hot. The Death Wings challenge I did was hot. This is supposed to blow that out of the water, so you boys are a little shook, but we'll do it. Like, you know, I made a promise. I'm gonna do it. Number 2. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Even though you're seeing this on the 18th, it is the 17th when I'm eating. I wore my Celtics jersey today. We also lost again. But we move, and if you ate some corned beef and cabbage and stuff, GG's. I used to do that when my family was like, you know, I lived with them, but now I'm way too lazy, so I'm doing steak instead. It's delicious steak. I absolutely love steakhouses, like, love. So anytime I can get a nice steak like this, and do what I always do, which is the mix. So we got our mac and cheese, we got our mashed potatoes, and we got that steaky steak right in the front. That's ridiculous, man. Oh, hold on. Full mix. Oh. I love the family style serving stuff they do at steakhouses. You know, you get your entree, which is usually like your steak, or maybe if you're like a real baller, you got lobster. Then they roll out the sides and they're like family style, which I eat most of. Most people go to steakhouses, they like get to-go stuff, and I'm like, I've done a few steakhouse things recently. Kind of talk about like business dinners and stuff. A lot of times we'll go to steakhouses. It's just like perfect for, you know, a bunch of guys, I guess, to sit down with giant hunks of meat. That sounds really bad. whatever. So that's usually where we go. I end up eating 90% of the food. And I also have a ritual every time I go to a steakhouse. And it's funny because I just went for my birthday a little while ago. And, you know, with my friends. I only have 2 friends. But they know me so well that when I asked for the dessert menu, the waiter said, I'm trying not to talk when I eat as much. Just give me a second. The waiter said, well, we don't have a dessert menu, but I can tell you what we have. And he's like, we have a wonderful chocolate lava cake. And we have a wonderful, I think it's like a crumb, apple crumble or something like that. And then he goes, a key lime pie. And before I could even open my mouth, my friend goes, he'll have that. Because that's my ritual. I have to get the key lime pie at every steakhouse I go to. I love key lime pie. It's right up there with my favorite desserts. A lot of people ask me my favorites. It's very hard for me to pick, but I can probably rattle off a few. I love cinnamon rolls. I absolutely love carrot cake. Like, love. Novelty cheesecakes. You combine those a little while ago. I think it was the Christmas or New Year's. One of the two I did a mukbang with desserts on it, and I had a cinnamon roll cheesecake. It was unreal. From a place in Georgia. Nice woman too, I spoke to her. I love brownies. And I'm not talking like, you know, cosmic brownies. Even though cosmic brownies kind of bang. I'm eating way too fast. If you don't know what cosmic brownies are, I feel like I just assume. You know Little Debbie, or like the snack cakes, they're like the little ones in the square, and you got microwave for 11 seconds though. Bangers. But I'm talking like, you know, the homemade, especially the ones I get sent. Fat Teas, the Buckeye Brownie Company that sent me, they sent me a bunch I did a little while ago, like were unreal. Fresh baked cookies, chocolate chip cookies. Believe it or not, I had said this before, but old man style. Cinnamon, not cinnamon. Was it oatmeal raisin cookies? Like, they low-key bang for me now. I never ate oatmeal raisin cookies as a kid. I felt like they were cookies for old people. And now that I'm old, I will smash an oatmeal raisin cookie. I think they're just really, really good. I also used to really love Cinnabon, but once you kind of have like the real deal cinnamon rolls, it's not as good. I know I'm forgetting stuff, but it's just stuff that comes to mind. I like food way too much to pick anything. And I always feel bad because a lot of questions that I get have to do with like favorites. And I rarely, if ever, have a favorite. Anything. My favorite color is red. That's like the only definitive thing. I don't have a favorite movie. I have like 900. I don't have a favorite song. I guess if I had to pick a favorite genre, it would be hip hop, rap, whatever you want to call it. That's what I listen to the most. But I do listen to other stuff. You know. And I mean everything. No. I got down with the emo stuff. I did. I used to bang, I ain't gonna lie. It also helped that I used to tell this story in my IG lives all the time. But I had like an emo, skater emo, girlfriend entanglement in college. And her ex-boyfriend like tried to like fight me at the skate park. I'd never been to a skate park, so it was like my first time. You know, I'm not that. And I'm not even saying anything from like a that's not like what I grew up with. I'm not saying it from like a race standpoint. I'm saying it from a culture standpoint. Like I didn't grow up around skates parks and, you know, vans and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, went to the skate park. She asked me to meet her there, so I was like 19. And I'm sitting there at the skate park. Like, me. Some dude's like, just comes out of nowhere and he's like, yo, you. And he was talking to her. And he was like, what are you doing? I'm sorry. I have to laugh when I think about it. And she's like, go away, it's over. Why are you bothering me? And he's like, no. It's not over. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody. Like, he didn't really try to, like, fight me, but he, like, gave me a look, and I looked at him like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, you know, I'm not even trying to be like I'm like, you know, like Mike Tyson Jr. or something, but my standpoint to him really was, like, are you really trying to fight over a girl who doesn't want to talk to you? You know? Like, I'm not trying to fight over no girl. Like, never. I think fighting over a woman or a man is the stupidest thing you can do ever. And I will never do it. I don't care. You know, I hear these people talking like, you know, if I've heard women say, if that girl tries to talk to my man, you know, it's on, like, and I'm just like, why? You know, and I've heard my male friends, you know, be like, you know, if he tried to get at my girl, like, I swear to God, like, it's not like, why? I'm not fighting for you, like, if worst case scenario, excuse me, someone tries to talk to my significant other, and worst case scenario, something does happen. First of all, dude, my dude, whoever did it, thank you. Like, you did me a favor, because I could have married this girl. Being honest, like, I'm not gonna be mad at you. You did me a favor, because in my head, I dodged a bullet now. Now I know you for the streets, and, like, I can go on about my business. I'm not gonna fight somebody for that. Like, under no circumstances. And to me, you need to take that up with whoever's doing it. So, you know, ladies, if somebody's trying to talk to your man and you catch him, why are you mad at her? Like, your man's for the streets. Like, you move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, my perspective is different. Like, you have to look at it as they were never really your girl or never really your man. They're for the streets. So, you might feel stupid, which I get that, you know. But for me, my anger or my whatever is not at the home wrecker, it's at whoever I was dating. Because I look at it like, if I have a girlfriend and, you know, for all intents and purposes, I would hope the person I was dating was dope, right? If she's dope, it's inevitable that somebody's going to try to talk to her. I'm not around. Now, if somebody tries to talk to her right in front of my face, I'm like, yo, she's with me, like, chill. And he says something to me, like, that's a different story. But at the same time, if my girl's entertaining it, that's not on him. Because, I mean, somebody sees a very good-looking woman or male, and that's what people do. They try to talk to them. Like, you know? And one of the biggest cop-outs in the world to me. Real talk. If you say this to me, you are full of BS. Respectfully. But if you tell me this, because I've heard this, my friends have told me this about, you know, like, why are you getting so mad at this dude trying to talk to your girl? Right? Or, like, why are you getting mixed? And they'll say something like, nah, I trust her, but you know what I'm about to say, too. Most of y'all, like, finished it already. Nah, I trust her, I just don't trust them. What does that even mean? What do you mean you don't trust them? Like, what are they gonna do? So, if you're dating me, and I go to the club, and you're not there, whatever, your distrust issues, it sounds so stupid saying it out loud, are not with me, they're with the woman that's trying to talk to me. What, is she gonna like steal my phone number? Is she gonna like steal my phone and put her number in it and then like make me text her or call her or whatever? I'm not fighting over that. Oh, good bite right there. I'll see that a little. Right here. I don't think I'm gonna eat this big piece of fat, even though I love fat, just because. Probably not. I'm eating it. This is like 100% steak fat. Look away if you don't like that. Oh, that's like butter, man. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people don't like steak fat. Good. Give it to me. Anyway. Never ever understood that culture. Like, I trust you. I don't trust them. What? Like, yes, you can cut this steak with a fork. It is that tender. Anyway. I don't know. Like, y'all can let me know in the comments, because I know some people are like, oh, well, you know, this is a different circumstance. No circumstance. If my girl cheats on me, I'm not fighting the guy. I'm just going to break up with her. For the streets. And don't say, oh, well, when it happened to you. I have said this. I've been cheated on in the past. I never confronted the dude. I ain't got nothing to say to you. Other than thanks. That's a fact. Now, yeah, of course, you like, well, you know, you're down bad and don't feel good. I'm not sitting here being like, ah, whatever. But perspective-wise, I never had an issue with him. Or I never would have an issue with the dude. I'm not going to talk to you. My issue is with you. There is no more issue. We're done. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? So if you're one of those, just kind of like, and when I say one of those people that like, well, look, I'm not telling you whether to be jealous or not jealous. I think jealousy in relationships comes from like, maybe you have trust issues inside, or maybe your person that you're with puts you in situations that you're not comfortable with. But I know that there are some women, I've been in relationships like this, who actually try to, they like jealous men. They will try to make you jealous. And think, because you don't get jealous, that you don't care. Which I think is utterly ridiculous. One, if you're purposely trying to make me jealous, that's toxic. And I'm out. First of all. Second of all, I'm not going to get jealous if I trust you. And if I don't trust you, there is no relationship. You know what I'm saying? If I ever get somebody and we're in a public relationship, I give every person watching this full permission. Go hit on her. Just do me a favor. Real talk. If you succeed, let me know. Let me know that they're for the streets. Because you're doing me a favor. I've seen trends on TikTok now where they're actually guys getting, you know, I guess like some TikTok famous or whatever type of dudes, you know, smooth guys, you know, they know how to talk and game, whatever. And they're like, yo, slide in my girl's DMs and see if she's valid. I get that. I do. You're gonna find out. And a lot of people, it's happened where, like, you know, the girl's like, nah, I'm single. You think that dude might be upset, but like, you're doing him a favor. Because that ain't her first rodeo. If you're in a conversation with somebody, you're really that available to just be like, yo, I'm single, yo, I'm whatever, yo, let's hang out. They've been cheating this whole time. And there's some sneaky people in this world. Historically speaking, men are much stupider when it comes to cheating. We get caught all the time. Women are better at it. That's just, you know, facts. There's a lot of women out there who do a lot of cheating. I know that they don't really get outed. That's because y'all didn't get caught. But I'm not saying all women cheat. And I'm not saying all men cheat. I think cheating, dishonesty, disloyalty, distrust, bad people, it's not gender specific. There's bad, dishonest people on all sides of the coin. But historically speaking, men tend to get caught a lot easier than women because women are much, at least I'm telling you this in my past, not dealing with me, but I've been the side piece. Look, man, I wasn't always the most honorable. Whatever. Anyway, women will have alibis. They will have friends that corroborate the story. They will have two separate places, as well as an escape plan. Like they got all. I mean, it's like Mission Impossible type stuff, baby. I'm telling you. Men just go do it and then hope they don't get caught. That's usually like the difference between the two. I'm sorry to be the bringer of rain here. I'm just keeping it a buck. And again, I'm not saying all people are dishonest. I'm just saying if you are a person who's doing shady stuff, like I've seen women that are really good at it. Like scary good. I mean, they got like break in case of emergency stuff. The dudes I know get caught. I'm not going to talk about specific incidents, but like, for example, they'll get caught because they literally just bring a girl home. And then, like, you live with your wife, bro. Like, what are you doing? I'm not condoning cheating in any way. I'm laughing because it's incredibly stupid. Not because it's funny. I don't know. I don't even know how we got to that. That was a really, really good meal, though. Oh, this is purple. There's no flavor, just purple is a flavor, right? I have 2 more steaks, which means I gotta make steak pretty soon. I don't want to freeze it, so there's gonna be steak again, like pretty shortly. Maybe I'll make like this. I don't know. I'll figure something out. You know, I don't care. I like steak and meat all the time. You know, that's rich people food. We're finna be ballers for a day. But anyway, happy St. Pat's to those who celebrated it, or you just ate green stuff. I know that's what most people think St. Patrick's Day is. You wear green, you eat green, and then you move. But anyway, we got some more content coming soon. We'll be back in the kitchen tomorrow. I'm not sure. I do have to go. There's more chicken wars going on, so I gotta get on that. So that'll be within the next couple of days. You know, there's an eating challenge coming up on Saturday. You'll see it on Sunday, so that's always got to be in my plans. But anyway, it has been your boy King Strats. Thank you guys so much. 14,000 is a big number. 1,000 is a big number. 100 is a big number. Like, it's insane. So thank you guys so much again. We're gonna keep rocking and rolling. I don't know, man. Crazy. Like, is this happening too soon for me? Yeah. Anyway, it's been your boy King Strats. We will be back. I have an outro tomorrow. More content. I love y'all. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.